The U.S. Army caisson platoon is one of two military ceremonial units. We laying our loved ones to rest, our soldiers to rest. We give our fallen soldiers the respect and the proper burial that they deserve. My position here at the U.S. Army Caisson Platoon is a saddler and leathersmith. I originally learned my craft from my grandmother. She was a dressmaker, and every time she would sew, she would actually have me sitting there, and I spent most of my time with my grandmother, and pretty much everything that I am today has a lot to do with what my grandmother taught me.
What I'm doing now is I'm what it's called creasing. And all of the military equipment has a crease line in it. We use it also as a stitch line. So it gives us a guide to keep our stitches straight.
The tack that we use has a great tradition behind it.
Everything here is made from scratch, from the hide. Only thing we order is the hardware. This book is pretty much our Bible for how we construct all of our attacks for the U.S. Army Caisson Platoon. We had a warrant officer that he actually found this book in the supply room. He just came in one day glowing and it's like, guess what I found? And I was like, really? Prior to this, we really didn't have a set standard of how we would fabricate tack. Now, everything that we make is to the specifications here. You really can't argue with this. A very important part of what we do is to make sure that the tack fits well. Is that anything that is exposed to the horse, you have to make sure instead of having a surface like that where it can rub, you skive the edge of it so that you get a smooth surface and won't cut them. Regular hand punch. Some of those straps have anywhere from 12 to 14 holes in it. This right here is, I'm actually setting the stitch row where I'm going to actually be hand sewing. And this marker right here is just give little tick marks as to where I'm going to put my needle at. This is called a saddler stitch. And the difference between this and the machine stitches, with a chain stitch, like on a sewing machine, if one stitch goes, it pretty much rips. Versus this stitch here, you can break 2 or 3 stitches and everything else will still stay in place. Because each time you go through, it's actually going to pierce the thread I just went through. So it holds it in place.
The job that we do is so repetitive, every day doing it, and it happens so early in the morning. And it's hard work, and it wears you out physically, emotionally. It's difficult for a soldier to stay here for 3 years or 4 years and do this.
Everything has to be 100% perfect at all times, you know. We ride white horses, so a lot of times white hairs all over our uniform. Doesn't matter. Everything that we do, it's full of honor and pride. It has to be completely perfect at all times.
The teams will be hooking up around about 7:30 every day. During that time, we will go ahead and do a walkthrough or an inspection.
Hey, man. You need to get 2 shorter cheek straps.
Okay.
Then you'll get the adjustment out of it. My biggest concern is making sure that the horses are tacked up right.
He gets it wrapped around.
If the horse is uncomfortable, he's going to be worried about this strap that's too tight or that's rubbing me. It's very difficult for him to pay attention to what you want him to do. You ain't gonna make it easy.
Go back.
So their comfort comes first, and then just making sure they look their best. The spit and shine polished. That's honor guard. That's the old guard. That's what we're all about.
Ready, mount. Swing.
Ready?
Lead. Ready. Wheel. Ready. Face on. Hard. Out. Face on. Forward. Low.
I take a lot of pride and I try to be consistent in what I do. I like to stick to tradition. And I just try to instill in them that every time they're laying someone to rest, that each funeral should be done the same way, regardless of if it's Private Johnson or President Kennedy. The standard is the standard every time that they go out. This job I've been doing for years, and I'm truly blessed to be able to serve in the caisson platoon.